Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town Grand Station, where I am laying down the foundations needed for a rail system. I don't think we've got the stone to do this. No, we haven't. So we'll go as far as we can, and then we'll sort of figure it out from there. That connected into there, and then I don't really know what I'm going to do with the trains because they can't just drive straight over the top of that. I think what I'll actually do is put this down here. And figure out some way for that to get over or under. Probably under makes more sense. So we can't go down because we are pretty much at sea level, so we'll have to build an up and over for this. Let's build our first over ramp. Oh, that one. If the train tracks are coming down here, let's grab ourselves a train track. Nope, that's not high enough. I don't know if the locomotives are any taller. I don't think they are, but just for again, aesthetic reasons. There we go. So you can now harvest the stone and then come up and over and come down again. So that's absolutely fine. I really don't know how far I can go before I run out of stone. Probably going to be about here. Yeah, okay. But this is where we want to be anyway. This is the tile or the square or the segment where we are going to start making stone brick, because we need to make stone brick and we need to make it in abundance. We are making loads of stone brick here. But we're using way more than we're making, which is a bit of a problem. You're filling up this barn pretty well. You are done. We can remove these here as well because you're done. I think that lumber mill is done, and the wagon can go. This can all go, but we'll get to that. Okay. So if this is the tile where it's all going to be in, I suppose I'll just get rid of the resources in here. Coal does spawn elsewhere, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yeah, coal spawns elsewhere. It's just stone for some bizarre reason doesn't spawn anywhere else on the map, only in the starting areas. When you're using the swampland map, which is what I'm using here, this is all swamp. There, and then you are there. Nope. There. Okay. Right. So, what are we going to have here? Well, we're going to have in the centre, which is going to be there. Oh, I can't put in. Come on, I need to put that one in. At least that one. Come on, there we go. Thank you. Right. We are going to have a rail station facing that way. And then the rails will come along and drop off in said station. And then we'll come back and return to this here. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to actually... I think what I want to do is actually move this back by one. And we're going to have a little... standard little system there. So if we're going to be driving on the left, we're going to be on this side, aren't we? Which means you want to be moved to the other side. Which you've got to move each and every individual carriage. There we go. So you drive on the left, you'll turn around, you'll come back. So you'll pick up whatever goods you want to pick up. We want to change this. We want to change this so that the rail is 1 over, so that I can have offsets on here. I mean, this is the forge train anyway, so do we want... do I want a locomotive for each item? It's a lot of trains. That's a lot of trains. I'm just thinking that, I mean, this is the forge one, so this will only pick up iron ore and coal. So we filter the train for the forges. Now, coal's never going to be up here, so that won't work. Really, I could just do this with minecarts, but I want the locomotives because I like them. I might even have locomotives in here going backwards and forwards, but fueling them is going to be an absolute nightmare. So maybe not. But I'm just thinking that we want to have just stone drop off here, don't we? But we're not going to be the only place that requires stone. There's going to be other places that require stone. So I could pick up stone with the train, and I could just label it like I have here with a stone train. And then that train will come along and drop off here, mason train, whatever, and drop off at the masons and then come back in. And that's the job is purely of that train is purely to supply this station. Or I could have a train that is a wood train. So it picks up logs, and its whole purpose is to drop off logs wherever they are required. And then another train which is a coal train, and well, not coal train, but a plank train and a stone train. And then we have logic here that says, hey, the stone train's coming. Do we need stone? Well, no, so stone train, carry on. That sort of thing. Because if we did that, we could then potentially put 4 carts on a stone train. I like that idea, because then we could transport 80 goods at once. I mean, we could also just say, actually, no, do you know what? We're going to put 5 carts on it and be greedy, and then drop off the whole 100 in one go, and basically have a logic system set up saying, hey, we'll only turn on if we are empty. I like that idea. I think I'll go with the 4 carts though, so we've got a buffer. So we're delivering 80, and we'll say, hey, if we got less than 50, and then do that. So, but that would mean I'd have to have an off ramp here for these, so that the trains, when they stop to fill up, they don't block the whole road, because it's going to be a lot of trains. But it's going to be 4 trains coming in per train station, so I need the off ramp to be way longer. We potentially need to move our track out here somewhere. Damn it. Oh, we don't have any iron either. Ooh. Well, that's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, because we're constantly making tracks, aren't we? So we need to get some iron ore. We've got iron ore down here. That barn is empty. I can't afford it because I have no iron. Stop. You are to take iron, but this is all going to move. This whole thing is going to move down here, out of the way. So that I won't have to move it again. You are to take iron into there. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. So that means that we won't have to worry about moving anything there when we put in our iron. Ironically, will be here, but we don't have any iron there. I could put iron onto the system, but delivering it's a pain because we need more stone and other bits and pieces. I also really need to have some iron, like in storage. You're a coal one. Coal to there. You can take it from there instead. Do what you're told. Do that one. Thank you. Much closer. Right. Okay, so yeah, so what we'd have to do is we'd have to have our rail system like up here. Can you carry on? Yep. Got there. So, because 1, 2, 3. Oh, damn it! 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and a locomotive. That comes down like this. And then we'd have to go 1, 2, 3. That's 4 trains that can wait. And then the main train track will be here. That's that will come down here and connect to there. And then this will come along and go there. That's going to have to be our new if I did that, because I'd have 4 trains picking up goods. I mean, that would work. It doesn't look fantastic, I must admit. So I'm not sure about it. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I haven't left myself enough space between these to get 4 train stations in. And I can't use silos, for instance, and have trains pick up from silos for the space, because train locomotives will only pick up from train stations and train stops won't connect to that. So I think we're going to go with this. I'm just not convinced I like it. Because the other thing with this as well is that we can grab the pusher and just paste it in there as 01 and then tag 4 trains 01, and well, no, we can't. No, we couldn't, because we'd have to have, because the tags later on, we'd have to have a wood tag. We're going to need multiple entrances into some of these things, because this is just stone, that's fine, but like for the forge ones we need coal and iron, so we're going to have a coal entrance and a iron entrance, potentially 2 train stops, which is fine. We could do that. We could do 2 train stops. I don't think, I said, one item that needs 5 goods, which is doable if we do the individual trains. But then I couldn't do this, because we'd have to have this would have to be a wood pusher, and we'd have to have a plank, a stone, and a stone brick pusher. Yeah. I could just leave it on the main rails as it is, but unfortunately when a train pulls up to a stop, it stops to fill up. So when it stops to fill up, that means it's going to block the whole rail for other trains. And although I don't see a situation where we end up blocking everything off, I would really like to take the trains away from the main line. I mean, the only other way I can think of doing it is to actually move that even further away. So we're not making any more stone brick, are we? No, we're not. So the rail would be, this would be the coming in rail, and then the going out rail would be down here. So that would join to this rail here, which I can't do because I don't have any stone brick. We have any iron? We don't have. We do. We have 100 iron now. Awesome. So let's get our harvester going again, shall we? I really need to get this working, but I don't want to get it working and then find out I need to move stuff. That's the thing. Okay, so there we go. So we've got the rail coming in and the rail going out. So that would join the rail going out. And then what we'd have is we'd have this. Like that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. The locomotive would stop there. I think that would work. The trains would come down, turn to there, the locomotive would stop, all the carriages would fill up and then carry on. And then the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. It looks ugly as hell though. How much space have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can leave a gap in between them and then do it again for the next one. Hold on. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea which involves changing this around slightly and offsetting some things, but it's fine. That'll be fine. This would need to move, which it probably would have to anyway, because it's going to be out here now. So let's temporarily remove this. Okay, so here is my idea. Oh, I can't afford it. What if we moved the train station to here and turned it that way? So we get the rail loader, put it there, and then this would be the same. This would be moved to there and face it that way. Got rid of all this train thing here. Why are we not getting much stone in? Let's there, because that would be fine. Okay, and then what we do is we would have a rail that's the output, isn't it? We'd have a rail, the rail would be back here, and we'd have the 4 rails come off of it, and then they park here. Because I want to make it look good as well. This is the thing. I don't want it to I mean, this is a proper rail sort of stops in there. I don't want the trains to be on a corner when they stop. So, you know, if the trains come along here and stop here, I don't really want that. I'd much rather them be parked in a straight line like down here. So I'm just wondering whether 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the input, as it were. No, because we need somewhere for potentially 4 trains to be parking and stopping. And I cannot for the life of me figure this out. So maybe my ideas aren't exactly going to work here. We definitely need. So that's going to be a pickup. I've moved it on that side. I can put it back on that side now. That'd be fine. That'd be the return. Train 1, 2, 3, 4. There. I mean, that's the only real way I can think of doing it, so that the trains can all park and then they'll come along and then stop there. Just I don't really have rail stops. I'd have to use some form of logic to get rail stops in the game, which I'm not adverse to, if I'm honest with you. So, you know, potentially we could have a 4 blockers there, so the trains will come down and stop. So locomotive 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the carriages. So that would mean that this would have to be the track. That's way further out than I expected it to be. I have a feeling I'm overthinking this, aren't I? I'm really overthinking this. It's just that the fact that locomotives stop to pick up goods to fill up their trains means that I really do want a lay-by, essentially, which is 4 long, so that we can get which is 20 blocks long for each one of these stations, so that it can get 4 trains into it. That's what I need, and I can't do a 20 long lay-by because these are way too close together, aren't they? That can go back to being there. So yeah, so this would be obviously over here. I'm just sort of designing at the moment, but yeah, so this would have the pushers into it, so they'd all come down and the trains would stop there, or there, depending on which one they are, if a train is here. Now the problem to that is that that won't work, because I'd have a logic here, an agent trigger here saying, hey, if a train's entered, turn these all off. When a train leaves, turn them all back on. But that won't work, because then all 4 trains will start moving at once. And it doesn't matter, because trains don't crash into each other. But it wouldn't, there'd be no point to having that sort of system there doing that. What I need is probably just that curly thing that I did. That. So we have 1 train there, 1 train there, 1 train there, 1 train there, and then this is the main track coming along. Oh no, we'd have to move the main track back on, sorry, like that. And then we'd have that. Oh. We'd have to go back. 1. Oh god, hold on. I need to use the actual bits, don't I? We're doing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ah, damn you. Nope. There, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's our 4 pushers, and they push into this system here, and then the train just go around, dump. So when one's loading, and using 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Another train will be parked here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Another train will be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one will be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is longer than it needs to be. But I can't really make it any shorter. Well, I could potentially. I mean, we could do that. There we go. That would work. So, and then we have pushers. Like so. And then we would go, you are signal. Do I need the signals for these, or I could just use an item filter? Because we're not doing multiple trains doing multiple things, aren't we? So we could just use an item filter for this, I think. Damn. Nope. Nope. Gotta remember, it's right click to add a filter now, not left click, so I can just left click on the next item and not worry about it. Now if we did that, come back there, that would free up a lot of space there. That's the system. And then this comes back onto there. Put those 2 in there manually. And then I can quite literally just first of all, move that over to there, and that would take on any train that is filtered to this. So then we can just filter the train. So rather than this being a forged train, we can in fact just get rid of this one. Okay. So if I Now I need to get rid of all this track here, don't I? Oh, not a great deal of track there anyway. That's fine. Yeah, put this in. Nope, we're not going to have enough. Nope. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And now I can just copy this because I put those 2 bits of track in there. Control and C, and then Control and paste. Bomb, and it will connect there. So if you're ever trying to do this, just manually add in little bits of pieces, because if you have the track there and then you remove it because you want to, you know, copy something, it will remove the connecting track, so you won't get across. Just manually put the 1 piece in there, and then that'll work. And then this one should be filtered to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Coal, reinforced, mana brick, stones. Okay. And then we build ourselves a locomotive there, and we build some minecarts for it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we set this to being item mode of. I'm going to do stone first because we're kind of working on stone. I haven't actually got there, and it's another episode gone by. And sorry, I've been theory crafting a fair bit here. Not necessarily what we need, but this isn't necessarily needed here. So we move this up to there. We move this up to there, and we grab a pipe, which I can't do because I think I messed that up. Pipes, food pipe. So we want to go in there, move those out there. There we go. Food pipe goes there. Awesome. We want a fuel loader, and then we want to just run that to there. Okay. So yeah, and then that should work because you're coming in. You don't have fuel yet. Yes, yes you do. You get pushed down there. Awesome. Awesome. Right. You're going to fill up, and then you are stuck and can't do anything. Which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. So go. And run out of power. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. And then get fuel. Yay! And yeah, so you go down there. Awesome. And then you'll just drive around like a nutter for a bit. Which is fine. But if I put you down there and then stop you there, and then we build another locomotive, if I can afford it, hopefully. I don't know what my funds are like. And you are going to be filtered to wood. Now, that was something. Because the locomotive was actually filtered to stone, it only picked up stone in the carts. It didn't pick up the wood. Which is awesome. Okay, so you'll get your fuel, and then you'll go down the first one. And then you'll come back, and then you'll stop right there because there's a locomotive in the way. That really looks weird. Really, really looks weird. That would be actually where you would stop for loading. Yeah, okay, so that looks really wacko. I do kind of know how to fix that though. What we'll do is we'll just remove those. And then what should happen... Oh, yeah, of course you'll... There, stop. Then you... Oh, you still turn into there. Interesting. Okay, but that should be off. So we've got one train there, 2 trains there, 3 trains here, Oh no, we need that extra bit. We need that extra bit. Yeah. Yeah, we need that extra bit for the buffer. Otherwise the trains aren't going to make it. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. So then you'll stop. Then the train will come into there and park here, and the next train will come into here and park here, and that'll be fine. Because we don't know what order the train's going to come in. So, okay, that's the idea. So, that's what we'll do. And next episode, which will come back and actually get ourselves some stone going on. But yeah, of course you would be driving off and doing things because we would have had a quick pick up some stone. Go on. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right, so we'll leave this one here and we'll come back next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one and I hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.